947.
On 947, this is EWN.
Good evening, I'm Monke Zikoko. The implementation of the Administrative Adjudication of Road Traffic Offences Act has been postponed once again. The Transport Ministry says a postponement to July next year is necessary as some municipalities are not ready for it. ARTO was due to commence on the 1st of December 2025. It aims to remove traffic offences from the courts and handle them administratively, coupled with the introduction of a demerit system. Spokesperson Colin Msibi.
Some of the issues identified during the assessment in the main include the harmonization of current law enforcement system used by various municipalities and funding thereof.
Factional battles are brewing inside the white Afrikaner-only enclave, Kleinfontein, with a group of residents requesting to pay their rates directly to the Tshwane municipality. A group calling itself the Kleinfontein Residents Association recently met with the city's Deputy Mayor Eugene Modise, where they made the proposal. However, the Kleinfontein Board of Directors says this was an unsanctioned meeting and the group doesn't speak on behalf of the entire settlement. And U.S. forces have killed 6 more people in strikes on alleged drug-running boats. According to Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth, this brings the campaign's total number of deaths, which critics describe as illegal executions, to 76. In a post on X, Hegseth said the United States had carried out the strikes on Sunday in international waters, targeting 2 boats carrying narcotics with 3 people on board each. He said all 6 were killed, no U.S. forces were harmed. The administration has also released no firm of evidence that shows that the boats had been smuggling narcotics or posed a threat to the United States. A partly cloudy Tuesday in store for Gauteng tomorrow with afternoon scattered thundershowers. Johannesburg drops to an overnight low of 15 degrees, peaking at 22. Both Pretoria and Vereeniging are at 16 and 24. Monke Zikoko, Eyewitness News.
EWN, in touch, in tune, and independent. For the latest, visit ewn.co.za or download the EWN app.
#MSW.
You may begin to feel anxious or excited.
Honest, deliberate, engaging, uncensored.
High-dosage administration can cause adverse reactions.
And most importantly, independent in mind and execution.
This is a normal response. Are you ready?
Marawa Sports Worldwide.
Reaction Monday.
My Reaction Monday.
My Reaction Monday.
It's Monday today. It's Reaction Monday.
Wow, man, what a weekend.
My Reaction Monday.
Hi, Rob. Reaction Monday. Thank you, Rob.
Guljan, Babu, right. Hope you had a great weekend in Jingayamez.
Rob, my reflection of the week.
Robbie, do they still call you Madluput?
They always, why not?
Bob?
Of course. Everything.
MSW.
Why?
It's multicast, Baba.
You know the story.
And a wonderful follow-up tackle. Yes, Khaleesi. Khaleesi's going to go all the way and under the post.
South Africa 2018. He had his first cap as captain.
He's brought joy and hope to an entire nation.
I'm happy that I can inspire people and I'll never take that for granted.
We are nothing without you. Thank you. Oya, oya!
Pagamana, sweet death! Pagamana, mother world! Pagamana!
Like, I'm not only playing for myself. I know if I don't work hard, then I'm cheating everybody else. And everybody that buys a ticket to come and see the Springbok today, I have to give my ultimate best.
An international journey which started on the 15th of June 2013 off the bench against Scotland, which saw him captain his country for the first time on the 9th of June 2018. That journey now takes another significant step as he becomes the Springboks' 9th Test match centurion in the stadium where he hoisted the Webb Ellis Cup for the second time a little over 2 years ago. An inspirational leader for sure, but more than that, a transformational one. A man who has turned despair into hope, hope into possibility, possibility into reality, and reality into inspiration. And the Springboks prevail once again.
Robert Marawa,
Live on 947. Vuma FM, Rise FM, and Sowetan Live. #MSW.
Well, let's say that, man, oh man, come Monday, what is it that exactly we're going to be chatting about today? You tell me. The Springboks. Unbelievable performance. I am not too sure if we've seen anything of that magnitude, whether it was celebrating Rassi's 50, whether it was celebrating Sia's 100, whether it was just looking at the difficult decisions that had to be made when we were a man down, having to change after that first half. Man, we bounce back like no other. We also celebrate on the other side of the world. That is where we're celebrating the Under-17, the World Cup. Another moment to celebrate you being a South African. So we're going to head off live there. It is a Reaction Monday of note on the 10th of November, 2025. #MSW, Marawa Sports Worldwide, brought to you by Hollywood Bets.
Let's go! The moments you remember. The games you can't forget. Marawa Sports Worldwide on 947, Vuma FM and Rise FM. Powered by Hollywood Bets.
I know there's a lot of my family that's here, which I'm grateful for, and people who've helped me along the way. They're all here to come and support. But my whole focus has been definitely on the game and making, because I know how big this game was or it's been. And we knew what the French were going to do, and we saw the way they started, how much they wanted this game. But I think, we'll give credit to them. They really played well, and give credit to my boys as well and our coaching staff for making plans and not panicking. And like Coach said, when big calls need to be made, I think that's what makes this team special, because when it comes, it's easy to say you put the team first. A moment like today happens, and then you have to actually do that. And it's not easy, but I think that's what makes our team special. I saw when Coach came to ask me, he was really sad, but I'm like, you have to put motion aside in this, because I knew putting a number 5 lock on, because we lost Lord. He makes all the calls. Him and the 10 and the 9 are probably the most important people. And the way the boys just fought, and I could see, you just see how special it is. And also congrats on Coach for his 50th, and it hasn't been about him this week, and he's tried to make it about the team and make it special for me. So congrats, Coach. Thank you for all that you do for us. You have no idea what you've done. Just not even just rugby, just our mindset, just how we see each other, how we see our country, how much we understand that what this team means, what is done in the past, but you've actually made it that it's a privilege, not pressure, to put on the Springbok jersey. And we're so grateful for you. So many of the things that I speak about when I speak, you don't prep us for interviews, but when we speak, so much that we get from you, because you get it and you understand it. So thank you for all that you do. Really appreciate it.
Appreciating the coach, appreciating the squad as well, Captain Sia Kolisi. Thanking the South African fans, though, for their passionate support, as well as the coaching staff, though, for the plans that they made, and also the team for their gutsy performance and effort as they both celebrated significant career milestones with a victory. I don't know what your favorite moment was in that game, but the room dividers tomorrow will take center stage, but we just couldn't help it. I mean, I know it's a Monday. We'll leave the Springbok conversation to the 2 tomorrow, but we'll start it off today.
It's for the scrum collapse.
As he often does, making meters over the gain line. Reinach is clear and goes for the tip and chase. Cobus Reinach has got it down.
Special try from Cobus Reinach. One thing he'll always do is challenge the defenders around the ruck. This time went down the short side. One defender to beat the chip and chase classic scrum off play. Some magic was needed from the Springboks. Came from Reinach. There's the hole, massive hole. The chip and chase. Reinach, no one there, no one home for France. Over he goes.
Is he the quickest 35-year-old ever?
Has to be. He's got an eye for the try line. Damien Pinot, all he could do was jump up and try to block it. But Reinach goes over. All in penalty advantage too.
You know what's nice is that, Coach, it's not, I'm not going to lie to you and say it's easy. It's not easy, but you have to put motions inside. The team needs to get we have a job to do. There's so many people relying on us, and some things have to be made on the go. And that's what has always bonded us as a team. We always make decisions for what the team needs, because so many people rely on the team. So when he made that decision, and it was like, it's all good. And then we went on, but because I knew having a 5 lock in it's gonna make life so much easier for everybody else. And this nice thing is that my role in the game itself, there's, having Andre there, you could also do the same. And I think, and like, coach showed us the previous years, and because he told us we knew how much pressure would be in the game, but he showed us the competitive spirit and the excitement we had in the past when we lost in Marseille. How you can't, when you're off, you can sit there and moan and be sad, or you can bring as much energy as you can, because we don't have a lot of supporters that are out here. And that's what we did on the bench, is bring energy and try not sit down. And the guys, when they look at us, they don't see us dropping our head. They see us try and encourage them and lift them. And it was all part of the prep coming to the game. So we knew wherever you are, you've got a role to play. So that's what we did when we were off the field.
All right, Reaction Monday 0607080484. If you're frustrated, though, watching that Formula One Grand Prix, this is also a good place for you to just unpack that. McLaren driver Lando Norris significantly extending his lead, though, in the Formula One Championship after winning the Brazilian Grand Prix yesterday. And with his main rival and teammate Oscar Piastri receiving a 10-second penalty and again failing to make the podium. So Norris has 390 points in the standings, and with Piastri's 5th place leaving him 24 points behind on 366. 3 more races to go.
McLaren are doing an amazing job, giving me a great car. We're pushing hard every single weekend, and I'm pushing hard away from the track. So rewarding. It doesn't come easy, that's for sure. And
Norris also won Saturday's sprint race and also started from pole position, earned his first win at Interlagos with Mercedes' Kimi Antonelli as well as Red Bull's Max Verstappen, 2nd and 3rd respectively. Now Antonelli, who had to battle the Dutchman in the final lap to keep his position, pretty much agreed.
Still a good race, and the last lap were very stressful with with Max coming with fresher tire, but luckily with free air we were able to maintain a decent pace and to finish on P2.
Well, Verstappen, who's also got a long shot at the driver's title, surprisingly finished on the podium from the pit lane. Well, he was supposed to start from 16th position after a frustrating qualifying session, but his team made sweeping changes to his car, including that new engine. The punishment that received in leaving from the boxes eventually paid off.
Yeah, to be on the podium from the pit lane, I didn't expect that at all, even with a puncture as well in the beginning of the race. That's why we had to box again. So, incredible result for us. Very happy with that, and just very proud of everyone within the team as well.
Caicedo. Here's Esteban. You hear the hum around the ground increasing. It's the youngster has to set it up, and it's absolutely broken perfectly for João Pedro. So Esteban makes an instant impact, and the beneficiary is all about Brazil. And it's 2-0. And that's too high a mountain to climb, you feel, for Wolverhampton Wanderers in these circumstances.
Good evening, Marawa. Good evening to MSW family. Ngusiya Kabeh. Reaction Monday. Marawa, ibi weekend bichebile when it comes to sport le. Ibichebe kakuli teke. Manchester City, humiliating and demolishing Liverpool. In a very, very important game for Pep Guardiola and Udoku, one of his best games. So I am very, very happy with that. And then Lando Norris, it's clear that Lando Norris is going to win the championship with Formula One. The man is peaking at the right time. Piastri is reminding me of Lewis Hamilton in his first season when he lost the championship in Brazil. Piastri lost this championship in Brazil. And then lastly, Virgil Ortiz beating Lupin in boxing, which creates a possibility of him fighting Boots, which will be one of the biggest fights would ever have. And I hope it happens early in 2026. And go to Rob.
Good evening, Mr. Rob. It's Hulifalang here, and good evening to the MSW shoulders. Firstly, kudos to the Buccaneers, kudos to Marawa Gallants. I truly was expecting Golden Arrows Orlando Pirates, but hey, football has no therefore, in the great words of the late great Ntate Tebo Manyapelo. So kudos to the Buccaneers who keep on finding moments in winning cup games where it truly matters. They get the goal and they close shop. Even if they don't score a plethora of goals, just the one that makes the difference. So kudos to the Buccaneers for that one. And Marawa Gallants, Washington Arubi is a problem. He is a problem. He's a shot stopper. And him saving the penalties the way that he did proves as to why he is the person that everybody says that he is. So kudos to Coach Alexander Lafitte and his side on going to yet another final since the 2021-22 season. In the Premier League, Liverpool, yet another set of backshots by another Manchester side. And congratulations to Pep Guardiola for celebrating his 1,000th match as a football manager. Great show as always, Mr. Rob. Thanks.
Hey, Olufalak, thank you so much. Great summary. When you look into the local front and everybody, I can see messages coming through saying that it's the end of the road for all the KZN teams. But Hulifalang just says, you know what? He thought that Golden Arrows will make it, given the brilliant football that they've been playing. But knockout football is all about that. You take your opportunities, you take your chances, and it's make or break, especially if you leave it up until the penalty shootout. Then things get really, really bad for you.
Apollos. Excellent ball forward here for Moremi. Sits up brilliantly for Moremi, buries it. Oh, it's magnificent from Orlando Pirates. Tsepang Moremi already has 8 this season in all competitions, proving himself to be a very reliable goal scorer as Coach Wadu joins the celebrations at the corner flag.
Good evening, Mr. Marawa. Kuluma Nosibongile Nomkwan, Kamkai Matsafen. End of the road for all KZN teams this past weekend. Golden Arrows and Richards Bay. But Mr. Marawa, firstly, I strongly believe that the future of football in KZN is in good hands. When you look at the Golden Arrows led by Coach Mangoba Mngeti, assisted by Coach Mosa Bilankolo, and you're going to Richards Bay where they go to Coach Ronnie Gabriel and Papi Zotwan. I think they are in good hands. Those coaches will make sure that they develop the young players from province as a KZN, because you can see Golden Arrows, they are almost using the whole team of KZN. Even Richards Bay, had luck to them. We were hoping that maybe one of them will make it to the final, but it was not meant to be. And congratulations to both teams, Orlando Pirates and Marawa Gallants, for meeting in the final. Thank you, Mr. Marawa.
Yes, Mr. Marawa. My reaction Monday, it can only be about Orlando Pirates. The mighty Orlando Pirates under the stewardship of Wadu. What a game. If this season is something to go by, or the recent result is something to go by, I'm smelling a quadram this season. I'm really smelling something special. It's Moses Kubete from Nelspray. Thanks, bye.
All right, Moses, you sound very, very happy, eh? What are you going to do to the water is the big question. Well, it does seem like nothing can stop Orlando Pirates. I remember the criticism that was thrown at Coach Wadu when he took over. And it happens all the time because people have got favorite players, and if the favorite players aren't playing, then what is the coach doing? And the coach doesn't know what it is. The team's too big for him. But then this thing that you call exercise your patience then kicks in. And then he starts to prove everybody wrong. And he was even saying in the press conference, he says, it's too early to judge. It's too early in the season. Wait until the end of the season, then you can make a decision on me. And he's 100% correct. Too early to take a decision. But all you can see is the performance on the field. Hey, I don't know. Liverpool fans, how are you feeling?
#MSW. Live now on 947 Vuma FM, Rise FM, and Sowetan Live. At the same time. #MSW.
Every business owner knows that expenses don't go on holiday. But at Lula, securing funding for your business can feel like a vacation. With South Africa's first SME-only banking suite, you can now pause the payments and play with growth. Apply for up to 5 million rand in funding this November and only pay at the end of January 2026. Visit lula.co.za and use the promo code GROW2025. Experience business class funding today. T's and C's apply.
Okay, all done.
Oh, wonderful. Thank you so much.
You won't get any more leaks. I've put Flash Harry on the roof.
Oh!
You do know Flash Harry is a waterproofing expert. He's been around since 1975.
Are you just going to leave him up there then?
Not everyone knows Flash Harry is the expert in DIY waterproofing solutions that are available in all good hardware stores. Flash Harry. It just works in a flash. Find your nearest stockist at flashharry.co.za.
Harry! Yo, Chomi, did you hear?
Spill the tea, babes.
BP Rewards just turned 1 and the minis are back.
Okay, tell me more.
Every month you can win one of 4 mini luxury cars plus your share of 500,000 Rand in cashback rewards.
How?
Fill up 600 Rand or more or spend 50 Rand in store. Swipe or scan your BP Rewards and Smart Shopper cards and upload your till slip to WhatsApp. It's a mini win-win.
With my swipe. BP, every day brighter. T's and C's apply.
Redefine your style and master every shot with the all-new Huawei Nova 14 series. Freeze every motion in its tracks with ultra-speed, snapshot and vivid true-to-life color. Capture your best side with AI best expression, AI removal and other smart features that make every snap effortless. Get yours now from just 499 Rand over 36 months or from 12,999 Rand at selected retailers and receive promotional gifts worth 6,794 Rand. T's and C's apply.
Monday. A day that nobody quite understands. A hebdomadal perpetuity, where the very substratum of existence metamorphosizes and the immutable laws of physics become mere propositions. A day when even the simplest things feel like learning Mandarin. So, when you need 25-hour energy to navigate the most discombobulating, befuddling day and emerge victorious, grab a bar one and seize the Monday. Nestle Bar One, energy for a 25-hour day.
Hey, sorry for the voice note, but listen, I was there. I saw the receipt. Like, literally, that thing was long. It was giving scroll vibes and everything. Chomi, with this new Discount Better Rewards card, you get 10% off instantly. But like instantly, on over 140 brands. So look, I don't want to be like dramatic or anything, but your Discount till slip never looked better. Okay, bye.
Previously on Marawa Sports Worldwide.
He goes for long range. Oh, that is magnificent.
Tonight we honor the one and only Hlompho Kekana, DJ Naves,
Ntate Kekana, Sir Hlompho Kekana, the most successful captain in South African football history. Areze bediela robona bomma.
Hey. DJ Naves.
I'm Leslie Angu, football writer from Cameroon. Big admirer of his works. The one that he scored in Limbe against Cameroon, a certain Guy Rolandzi Asembi, who was first choice. From that day, he was never called up to the national team again after that FIFA window.
You ended the career of a goalkeeper. Game over. He was done. You blasted him. You blasted his career.
How's that for a goal? Incredible. Surprising.
Really one of the best hits that you can see anywhere in any competition. It's masterful from Kekana.
#MSW. #MSW.
Hey, Robert, Madluphuthu Marawa, Reaction Monday. Rob, I was very much impressed, very much happy. I saw these boys, Kahlech Otlatisa, spelling for Marumo, and that Love guy for Arrows. Marawa. as a country, South Africa, we are blessed with talent. So those boys, they play beautiful football. I wonder why Otlatisa failed in Pirate and failed in Santos, because that boy is very talented. It's like Mfukeng, man. It's special. He need a coach that will understand him. That boy is very special. He's got a beautiful feet. I love what I saw this weekend. I love what I saw. Those two boys are very much talented. As a country, we are blessed. We are blessed with the talent. Thank you, Marawa.
Good evening, Rob and Marawa Sport Worldwide, Mirokota and Patore. Rob, Reaction Monday is the original coach Pep Guardiola celebrating 1,000 game as a coach in style by walloping Liverpool 3-0. Mirokota Tango.
Evening, Marawa. It's Reaction Monday. How do you feel about Liverpool's performance? I was impressed by my team, Man City. Anyway, over the weekend, I saw South Africa partaking in the 6-over tournament playing against Pakistan. Do you think it's going to improve the sport? Because in Europe, they're playing the T10 format, but it doesn't seem it's doing much for the sport.
Not your ordinary Monday. It's Reaction Monday. Hashtag MSW.
Yeah, also not such a great weekend as far as the Proteas are concerned. But they'll take it on the chin. Some great performances, though. In the second match that they played against Pakistan. So your reaction and so much more, though. Like I said, it's a mixture of good things. I know a lot of you are very, very frustrated if you're bigger Liverpool supporters, for example. Yeah, VAR came under question again, but was it the fault thereof? I just thought that Man City on the day, regardless of whatever the VAR decision was, interfering with play or not interfering with play, whatever the outcome was going to be, I just think that it was bigger than that. Man City came to play. They came with a mission. It was good old Man City back again. Yeah, you start a game and Holland's not able to convert a penalty, then you think, it's going to be downhill, and it wasn't. They turned the tide. They call on the bench, and the bench comes through, and they do the business. Talk about doing the business. I mean, from the dusty fields of Soweto to the grandest stage in world football. I mean, this particular journey began with dreams kind of whispered in township streets and also led to history that's currently being written under Qatari lights. A lot of people said it wasn't going to be done properly. It wasn't going to be great. They weren't going to do well. That the group was too tough. Those words kept coming through. They said, they're too big, man. They're too strong. Yet against all odds, Amajimbos have stood tall. They've stood fearless. I've seen a great deal of unity there. When you look at the scoreboard, yeah, sure, they might have been undone by that, but they remained unbroken in spirit. You and I can agree on that. But one thing, South Africa, that we celebrate today is that for the very, very first time ever, a South African under-17 team marching beyond the group stages of a FIFA World Cup. I mean, that's a milestone carved in sweat, belief, and pure South African heart. And right there, right at the center of it all, has stood a man who kind of dared to dream, the architect, the motivator, the teacher who turned boys into believers. And we celebrate that history and honor the journey as we welcome the man who's leading our future. I won't say the under-17's future, he's leading our future. That's Vela Kubalo, the coach. Mdunga, thank you so much for your time. Good evening.
Good evening, Rob, as always, and good evening to your listeners. And thank you very much for having me.
In your interview, Coach, you said, that interview that went global, you said you're over the moon. Was that a proper description? Are you still over the moon? Are you back on Earth now?
Rob, I know this is your show, but I know you also like music. I follow too much of your things, and I know Oleta Adam is one of the artists maybe that you follow when she says, "Come walk with me."
Jeez, okay, you've done your research. I'm the one who's supposed to be doing research on you, Vela.
Rob, you too big, man. You good. I know you. I follow you. You know, when somebody's doing some good work, you copy, and there's nothing copying good things. And that was the song I was playing as I was going to the stadium, and it has kept me going with the boys. And much as they were singing their own songs and all of that, but this song kept me going. And I thought I'm going one day when I meet this gentleman, I'm going to ask him, play this song, man, and listen to this song. And maybe perhaps is this one of Tsepo Tsula where he says Buddhaland, and maybe those two they will help you. So these are the things that kept me going, Rob. And I'm very deep in music, and I like music and good music. But besides that, I'm back to reality. Over the moon, and I think I'm back here. The stress again of saying tomorrow is a draw, and when it is a draw, we don't know who we are going to face. Initially, I thought it's going to be the number one in Group H or something like that. So all of a sudden, we're going with the captain tomorrow to see the draw going through, and we'll wait and see.
What are you expecting? I mean, what kind of draw? The Italians are great, and we got to admit that they're great. They got so many players, Vela, that play for such major teams in Europe. And you can see what the structure, when you talk about development, is all about. I mean, I was looking at players that play for AC Milan, players that play for Roma. It's all of these strong developmental structures. And yeah, they were superior to us. So we got to admit, you got to take that on the chin. But the bottom line is that we did our job before getting to the Italy game.
Rob, you remember these people? They are the under-17 Euro champions and at Italy, and they've been together for some time. You just mentioned the top academies, and here we are with a team that maybe we pulled out. Quickly, let's have a team going on there. And honestly speaking, they were very good. They were too good, and we tried. I think when I was talking to you, as I always say, that you're the only person that who's following this. I know now they will follow it anyway. We had to take, if you look at the 3 games that we played, Rob, we played different teams from time to time because of the injuries, because of the red cards that we got. I thought maybe we'll build up into the tournament, but you have the 2 center backs in the first Bolivia game, the second Bolivia Qatar game. We have a different players, so it's injuries, and they come with the injuries. So you're managing all of these things. You have players that are offensive players, attacking players. You play him as a right back, and you're playing Italy with that reputation and with that, and you then say, let's just hope. And like I said, the talent can also help us here, and the tactical understanding of how we want to do things. So I think importantly, it was more of all of that, Rob. But without saying anything else, we did our job with the first game and the second game. To go to Italy, it was just for us to win it, but it was never to be honest.
No, 100%. And that is why in football, I always say sometimes you just need that little dosage of honesty. And, when you're being honest, you can take the fact that there was a superior team that we faced. But at the same time, I go back to Bolivia. I go back to that game and I say, had you not done that you did when you started the campaign, had you not taken advantage of a vulnerable team, but also gratitude to you, because you also played, you were found wanting because you had to play with the man down. But you got the result. And at the end of the day, Vela, I just think that and the game against Qatar, I don't want to talk about the refereeing in that game. Qatar's the host. That's the host nation. So people will do anything that they want to do to make sure that the host nation goes on until the end. But we look past all of those things. In hindsight, when you look back at how you started the campaign, how vital was that?
Hey, Rob, to be honest with you, maybe the campaign started earlier on. Remember these boys, we started with them when they were 14 years. And when we started assembling the team, it was more of anything and everything was when we get to the World Cup. And we did it well. We built up so well, and we had so nice friendlies and all of that because it was a building up stage. But when you thought now we are at the peak of it, where we thought now the preparation will be at the top, at the highest, then we can be able to say, when we play against Italy, you don't even, after the game, whether they've outplayed you or whatnot, but you'll then say, I take it fully because we thoroughly prepared. But if you still have to say, hey, we were not really prepared, we were not really there, then you're not happy to yourself, and I think equally so to everybody to say, but if we prepared nicely or we had our players available, all of them, it could have been maybe another story. But it's football. We take that, like I said, we just take it and forget about it and say maybe this will be a lesson learned. And then as we go forward, we will be able to prepare better and thoroughly so.
Okay, Coach, and when you look overall, now we are where we are, and maybe I haven't taken a personal moment from you to say that final whistle, when it blew, and you realized what was happening, when you realized that history had been made, because you have to document history and say that at no particular time in our journey at this level of football, at international football, have we reached the knockout stage of a World Cup competition. And we will always remember this moment in 2025 when Coach Vela was in charge of a group of players who were determined to live through and make history with him. Talk me through just that personal bit, because that's what we have to digest.
It's a moment that I cannot really explain, Rob. It was a good moment, but a mixture of that because you are on their side saying, yes, I think we have qualified, but you're still saying Coach Thabo Mngomeni, because, they know that at times when things are like that, I'm a little bit worried and stuff like that. Coach Thabo, please, man, what is happening with Qatar that side? Because Qatar, the game should be over, and now it's added time. It's 12 minutes given in one moment, added time of 13 minutes. And what is happening that side? Well, give me the result that side. So by the time you realize now the game is over and you get it from the supporters that are there supporting us, everybody's excited. That's when it sinks in to say, wow, we've made it. We go into the knockout stages where everything and anything can happen. So you start saying, I think the dream is being realized here. I think we are in the right direction. I think what we have been dreaming about for 2 years now, we are almost there. So it is something that one cannot really explain in many words, but it was a good moment. It's huge for me. It's huge for the boys. I think it's huge for the country. It's a big thing for the country to say at the youth level, we are able to get to this level. And we will never know. We're playing now the knockout stage. Anything can still happen. If we have managed to pass Italy and we lost against them, I think maybe anything can happen. We stand a good chance. I'm a very positive person. I think we can go through and through. We are then saying we are having 4 games to play. And we want to play the 4 games. That's us. That's what we spoke about. We said with my technical team and everybody, we said we have 4 games to play. Can we then have the 4 games to play? Because remember, today we're supposed to be on Wednesday, flying back, because if you don't make the last 32, the ticket, FIFA will already, the tickets were made to say you're going back on Wednesday. So they had to change that. Then we said, no. We want to stay here until the last game. So we will see, without really putting pressure on ourselves, but we want to be positive. We know people will say we are dreamers, but it's one of those things. It can happen.
Coach, they did what they'd given you your tickets to fly back home.
From FIFA, this is how FIFA works, so Rob. They are very, the FIFA, it's another level. World Cup, it's at another level. Tickets booked for us to come here, and they even booked the tickets for the end of the round for all the teams.
Okay,
they booked the tickets for, yes, but then they will start extending for the teams that are remaining behind. So it was in that way, in that context, to say all the teams, the 48 teams that were here, 'Tomorrow is our last day, all of us, and then Wednesday, 32 teams will be here. So we will see. We thought really putting pressure on ourselves, but we want to be positive. We know people will say we are dreamers, but it's one of those things. It can happen.
Coach, they did what they'd given you your tickets to fly back home.
the tickets are being booked. Even when they give you their itinerary, it is there to say you're coming back on Wednesday. So in our case now, we are no longer coming back on Wednesday. We are playing on Friday. So that's how FIFA operates. It is at the highest level, to be honest.
Yeah, they must keep those tickets, Coach. We don't need them. They must keep them for other people. Coach, if you don't mind, I want to take a quick break. I've got a couple of voice notes from South Africans that just want to reach out and say well done to you, and then we'll let you go. But we just thought, what a moment. A man that spent years and years developing young talent has now made history.
#MSW live now on 947 Vuma FM, Rise FM, and Soweto Live at the same time. #MSW.
The Swedes have this word, lagom. It means just the right amount. Not too much, not too little. It already sounds like a South African word. Lagom, lagom. And that's exactly how we've refreshed the Volvo XC60. New grille, new interiors, new colors, new wheels. Just the right amount of new to make you fall in love all over again. The refreshed Volvo XC60. The car Mzansi loves. Now, with even more to love. Discover more at volvocars.com. It's safe to be brave with Volvo.
You deserve to look back on your achievements with pride. But there's another feeling too. Gratitude. You know it was never a solo project. PPS is a holistic financial services provider, and we believe that mutual success should be celebrated. Now is your chance to honor those who helped you rise with a billboard seen by thousands. To enter, share your mutual story on your socials and tag PPS using #PowerOfMutuality and #WhoHelpedYouRise. PPS, success is better shared. PPS is a licensed life insurer, controlling company and authorized FSP.
When it comes to family, you can't please everyone all the time, except on a Tuesday at Panarotis. So, if you're craving a little bit of pizza and pasta, or if they're feeling a little bit of pasta and pizza, and if you want to feed the whole family but you don't want to pay more, come to Panarotis every Tuesday and get any classic pizza or pasta for just $99.90 each. Panarotis Classic Tuesdays. Big on family, big on pizza. T's and C's apply.
Wait, BioPlus has energy drinks? And get this, they're giving you a chance to drive away in a brand new Suzuki Jimny. Plus, grab your share of 100,000 Rand in instant prizes. Every can brings you closer to winning. Whether you're beach-bound or road tripping with your crew, BioPlus energy drinks give you the energy to own your plus. Sip, enter, win. Own your plus and make your summer epic with BioPlus energy drinks. T's and C's apply.
There's always more on the calendar, always more on the go. You need a new kind of versatility to match. The all-new Bike B30. Experience unrivaled performance with up to 301 kilowatts that launches to 100 in just 6.9 seconds. Backed by over 4 million kilometers of testing. More tech, more utility, more value. Because there's always more than one road. Coming soon. Also available in hybrid. Visit bike.coza or your nearest dealership. Bike. Always be with you.
At Panorama Shopping Centre in Melbourne, you can have your cake and eat it. You can eat it at Mug and Bean, or you can buy it at Pick and Pay. And if a cake isn't your thing, then we've also got Nando's and Pizza Perfect.
Who doesn't smoke cake, eh?
Sorry. Panorama Shopping Centre. Shopping with the Josie South flavour. Corner Clipper Free Drive and Geordie Road, Melbourne.
Previously on Marawa Sports Worldwide.
He goes for long range. Oh, that is magnificent.
Tonight we honor the one and only Shambokekan. There's a certain number 15 who played and is an icon in Kaizer Chiefs who also just wanted to say, you know what, here are the flowers.
Hi, Trumpo. This is Doc Kumalo. You have actually surpassed the expectation of maybe the entire country. You're one of the greatest midfielders South Africa has ever produced.
How do you respond to Theophilus? I learned that Alpheus is your other name.
Oh, yeah. Firstly, let me thank Doctor and the rest of the 96 team that has brought so much joy to us. They are the reason why we play football, or we played football. The pass that you played to Mark Williams, the pass that you played to Phil Masinga, the pass. So I give him everything, even the matches that he forgot. Humbled to hear such words coming from Doctor, the person who has done it.
#MSW. #MSW. Not your ordinary Monday. It's Reaction Monday. Hashtag MSW.
All right, Reaction Monday as we head worldwide going to Qatar. Vela Khumalo is the coach of the under-17 team, the first South African team in their age group ever to progress past the group stages of the FIFA Under-17 World Cup. I mean, what a moment to celebrate. Plenty of your WhatsApp voice notes that have come through. Going to take our final moments with the coach, but I thought, you know what, before he disappears, he might think that I'm lying to him. I'm always lying to him about how great he is. Let's listen to the people.
Good evening, Rob. Coach Vela Khumalo, congratulations for progressing into the knockout stages. I just want to find out how is Orlando Boysen and Sean Ellis adjusting to your style of play. I'm a huge fan of Orlando Boysen. Came to Rob's show a few years ago and raving about the boy when everyone knew nothing about him. And I think Sean as well, he's going to come back from that tournament as a player who played for at GDL level and also coming from a township in the West End where we've never seen a lot of footballers coming from that side. And I think it's going to reignite the passion from the other players from the West End to believe in their dreams. Thank you so much, Deboko.
Hey, Deboko, thank you so much. Coach Vela?
Hey, Rob, for the fact that they're in the national team, I mean, Sean is having 2 goals now in the national team. I think when he played for Kaizer Chiefs DDC, his first game, he scored a goal. Something big that is coming out of that boy. And I'm happy that there are people who are following them, and they will see the best of them. The best are yet to come. Remember, they're still at the infant stage. They're still at the foundation phase. And when they come back, they'll be better players.
Oh, and what an equalizer he scored, Sean Els, in the 32nd minute of that game.
Good evening to our coach, and once again, congrats to the boys. The coach has been doing well, Rob. I think we should give that man his flowers, and we should also invite him on Friday. He's our legend. We need him to come to the studio on Friday. I don't know which Friday. Party deserves it. Modise from Tlagging. Thank you, Rob.
Hi, Modise. Thank you so much. Coach, you can either say yes or no. He's invited you.
Rob, for you, always. Yes. It's a big yes.
Oh, man. I love it. I love it.
When I come back, I'll definitely come.
No, we want to do this, and I'm being very, very serious. I think Modise shares the sentiments of many other South Africans, just to have a proper football conversation with you. I mean, how do we create our own Iniashos? Because I saw him play for Italy, and a great player. I mean, he plays for Borussia Dortmund. I think there's also a striker, Simone, who plays for AC Milan as a striker over there. So that's why I'm saying that just your journey to take us through. But we'll do that when you're done with the tournament. Right now, though, I want you to keep singing that song, keep having it in the back of your head.
Wow. I knew it. Rob, I know it. I know it, man. You're equal to that. I'm like, look, yo. That's my song, going in.
Keep listening to it, Coach. Never ever stop, never despair, because with the likes of Aletta Adams saying that, come walk with me. We are walking side by side with you right now with the boys, eh?
Just opposingly, Rob, you hate it. I knew that you're going to do it, Rob.
On the wall. We appreciate you, Coach. We appreciate the work that you're doing over there in Qatar. We appreciate what you're doing with the national team, with a great deal of pride and humility. You've gone about the job in a masterful way. Thank you so much, and good luck for the journey ahead. Catch you in the final.
Thank you very much, and we receive, Rob. Please make time and talk to me, even if we are not at studio. We sit and have a lunch and talk football. I want to be like you, man, the way you do things. I really want to prepare the way you prepare things.
Coach, I've been dreaming about wanting to be like you. Now you're turning this on me. Vela Khumalo, thank you so much indeed, man. What a man, what a South African, what a patriot. All the best, Coach.
Thanks, Rob.
he's trying to take the boys safely to the other side. I mean, what a mission, eh? He can do that. Hey, excuse me, Wilson goes, I won't take your job, man.
Even in Rob, I'm starting to believe that God is a fan of South African sports. I mean, how do we explain Amajimbos progressing to the knockout stages with little preparations for this World Cup and the 14-men Springbok pulling an emphatic victory against France at Stadio de France? And secondly, should we consider getting referees from outside the country for important fixtures? Because the ref was doing Pirates Richards Bay game, did not do justice for the game of that magnitude. Quick one though, Rob. What guides the minister's overseas travel priorities? Because we saw him supporting Amajimbos in the last group stages game, but he missed out on an important fixture, Protea Women's final game in India. And for me, that raises questions around consistency and representation where it matters the most from the ministry's office. Thank you so much.
Yeah, it's an important question that about Minister Gayton McKenzie, hey? Not present for a final of a Protea Women's World Cup. But obviously a game against France is a big game. It's not a final. It's a grudge game. It's a stadium where we lifted the trophy against the very same team. Sure. So what would weigh most as important? It doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure out that a Protea Women's final. So remember, final, yeah, they were sitting with the president somewhere. GNU stuff. They were watching the game. You have a potential of coming back with the trophy. That is why they're in the final. But if there's no one at that highest level, that highest office, who would be able to do that, believe you me, they would have left. In fact, they would have had a GNU meeting where the Protea women were playing the final. They would have moved that GNU meeting to there. But all I'm saying is that priorities at times, we have to question them. Hold people accountable. They're not doing anybody a favor.
Good evening, Mr. Marawa and the shareholders together with the listeners at home. This is Mporo, the Chief of Richards Bay FC supporters. And now I'm listening you on DSTV channel 879. About Richards Bay FC and Orlando Pirates, the game that was at Moses Mapita Stadium on Saturday. I was there and Richards Bay FC played very well. Orlando Pirates also played very well. The game was 51-49%. That means it was tough both sides. And then Orlando Pirates had an upper hand. So from myself, I wish Orlando Pirates to lift this trophy. And I wish them a good luck and congratulations to them for getting the 1-0 score on Saturday. Richards Bay FC will come back when we join the Betway Premiership games. Thank you very much.
Yeah, says the wish Orlando Pirates can lift the cup. Pirates are doing very, very well. What I'm saying is that Marumo Gallants, they offer something different, something. I think also their coach has got a lot to prove and he wants to.
Good evening, Mr. Marawa. Good evening, MSW shareholders. Peter from Harry Smith, Free State. My reaction Monday. Yeah, what can I say? Boca! Boca, Boca, Boca! Wonderful, 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 yeah. And just want to say what an excellent match Scotland versus New Zealand was. Wanted Scotland to win. Next, congratulations to Pirates and Maruma Gallants. For reaching the final. And then just one more thing. Yeah, thanks to DSTV and Supersport for this open weekend. It was wonderful. It was wonderful. Thank you, Mr. Marawa. Good show as always.
Thanks,
Bye.
Peter. Peter and Harry Smith, thank you so much indeed for tuning in. Just saying that he was fully behind the Boca, how they played. Scotland versus New Zealand, also another crunch game. Highly emotional. If you look at a game that is full of temperament, we'll cover some of that and a whole lot more tomorrow with the Room Dividers. But that DSTV open weekend, how did everybody find that? But he says it was wonderful. I remember the old open time. I don't know what was happening with this new one, but the old one, we couldn't wait. I mean, we were watching. We were like, yo, guys, we get a chance to watch Mnet. But if it's an innovation that can be sustained, I don't know if it's just to celebrate 30 years or it's something that they'll look at doing a little bit more. But yeah, that's immediate feedback coming through. saying that it was wonderful. Do some more.
Well, a very good evening, Mr. Marawa and the MSW family. What a great weekend that we were in all sports action. Firstly, congratulations and well done to all the teams that got their 3 points respectfully in all leagues. My reaction Monday today will be firstly on the American college football, a great display of talent between Penn College as well as Indiana College, a match that was won by Penn College 42 to 40. A great display of talent from Mendoza, a match that I was watching with my mother, and she believed that he's from Ezola because of the surname of a man that once united the country with one song, Nkalagata. Finally, the Carling Black Label Cup knockout, a great display between the Rich Boys and Esgama Kepula. Orlando Pirates winning that game 1-0. But, you know, when Lady Luck is not on your side, Richards Bay tried everything, pressing Orlando Pirates from the first match. Cannot wait for the final of the Carling Black Label. Great show as always. Bongani Kama from Tsepiso.
Rob, this is Tom Nyati from Edenville. Greetings to you and greetings to everyone at MSW. What a weekend of football, Rob. Fantastic performances from Orlando Pirates, Marumo Gallants. Congratulations also to Pep Guardiola, 1,000 games. But Rob, there's one thing which is worrying me. I don't know the criteria used on selecting the man of the match. Does it mean the person who always wins the man of the match must repeat and win the man of the match again and again? Like in the game for Pirates, Mbogazi, I don't think he was exceptional. He played well, but not that exceptional. Same applies to Marumo Kalant's game, and Londlo got the first man of the match, and this weekend he got another one. But you look at the performance overall of the team, the man of the match was supposed to be their goalkeeper. But I don't know what criteria they use, Rob. Other than that, what a great show.
Yeah.
Thanks, Rob.
Tom Nyati, thank you so much. It's a good point you're raising, this whole man of the match, but you got to understand that this is a different concept when it comes to calling knockout competition. It is voted for by the viewers, we are made to believe. So the people that are watching are the ones that vote. So, you know, when you do anything that you throw to the fans, it doesn't have to do, there'll be a person who is not even watching the game, but they vote because apparently you get to win something potentially if you are one of the people that vote for the man of the match. There's like a lucky draw. So the person is somewhere going to work. He's not even watching the game, but he's voting because he can see that Mbogazi, can see that the other time it was Darren Keat, and even Darren was surprised that he got a man of the match. So it surprises the people that get the awards because they know themselves that they don't deserve those awards. But the fans put them in that situation to get the man of the match. So anything where you get the public to vote as opposed to people that are watching the game for 90 minutes and analyzing it properly, you're going to get those kind of outcomes.
Hi, Mr. Marawa and the team. On Liverpool, I'm a bit frustrated by the coach's lack of confidence than the results. The coach does not instill confidence, in my view, because when you listen to the coach, he tried to say that last season we did this and this and this and this. For me, he's trying to justify the current situation by saying last season I did this and this and this. So then we have to embrace the current situation. So for me, that is a bit disappointing, in my view. But with regard to Man City, no, they just took advantage because Liverpool was all over. There was a lack of structure, in my view. So otherwise, I'm a bit frustrated by the coach's comments. He does not instill confidence, in my view. David in Parkwood.
Good evening, Mr. Marawa. It's Deborah here from Fourways. My weekend reaction is congratulations to Orlando Pirates, my team. But I'd like to highlight Golden Arrows with what Mangoba is doing down there in KZN. He's doing such a wonderful job. I really think we should be giving him the set title in front of his name. That guy is a genius of a footballer. I know Sundowns supporters will not agree with me, but I promise you, Mangoba is doing wonderful.
Don't worry. Sundowns supporters don't have to agree. Mangoba's a great coach, and that is why he's proving it, not at Sundowns, he's proving it at Lamontville Golden Arrows. Sir Mangoba is what you're suggesting. Maybe people will agree with you, sir. Tune in again tomorrow for Marawa Sports Worldwide. Thank you so much for Reaction Monday. It's been colorful. It's been from the heart. It's been celebratory. And I think it's been emotional. Whether good or bad. It's taken that journey. Catch you again with the Room Dividers tomorrow. Looking forward to it. So many different aspects to cover with them. Marawa Sports Worldwide, probably brought to you by Hollywood Bets.
The thrill, the drama, the action. Let the game begin. Marawa Sports Worldwide on 947, Vuma FM and Rise FM. Powered by Hollywood Bets. #MSW.